truth that you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Greetings. Today I want to speak to you on the subject of spiritual pregnancy, because most people only know of a physical pregnancy, because most people are trapped in the world of the physical only. That's the reason why many people all around the world believe that the Bible is literal and that the Bible is secular history, and that they're supposed to be looking outwardly for a savior and a redeemer in their life. But when we look at our lives and how our mothers were impregnated with us, and she walked around with a physical pregnancy that everyone could have seen, many people fail to realize that everything is based on laws, and that everything is governed by laws that cannot be broken. And these laws that cannot be broken are immutable laws. And one of those laws is the law of reproduction, that every seed and every species must and will always reproduce after its own kind. Also, another law is the law of cause and effect. So the pregnancy is the effect that everyone sees. But many people never realize that the cause was actually a thought. Most people just see sex, but fail to realize that sex is the expression of a thought. And that expression of such a thought was first of all in the realm of desire. So a desire is a sexual or a spiritual sensation. So it is both spiritual and it is also sexual. So most people need to realize that everything around you reflects sex, as in sex, sacred energy exchange. Everything is based on giving and receiving. Everything is based on chemistry. Okay? So, everybody look at that and fail to realize that our existence here is that we are actually thought evolved being. We all evolved out of thoughts. So, thought frequencies must be seen as frequency, and that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. So, because most people have been taught to look outwardly and to believe in a God or Savior outside of themselves, they end up in secular Christianity that has been keeping them in mental slavery. And this is where we see Abdullah the Black Mystic from Ethiopia taught Neville how to think and act differently by understanding true Christianity must always be to point you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity, and to teach you what is a spiritual pregnancy. So what Abdullah did for Neville to experience a spiritual pregnancy was that Abdullah used his mind power on behalf of Neville Goddard to see him going to Barbados to be with his family. And all of that was symbology to show you the importance of family, the importance of knowing your true history and knowing your true identity, but most of all, knowing who you are and how to use your creative power to achieve your every desire by understanding a spiritual pregnancy. So, when Neville conceived and was impregnated with the burning desire to go to Barbados, he had no other choice but to go to Abdullah, because Abdullah had the word for that hour. Because even Neville said many people from all walks of life was seeking for an interview with Abdullah. And whenever Abdullah was invited out, he was the guest of honor. So, he turned to Abdullah with his burning desire And Abdullah said to him, you have already gone to Barbados and you have gone Barbados first class. Because Abdullah knew that the pregnancy would have already taken place. And he said, Neville, you are pregnant. And there is no such a thing as a little pregnancy. If you are pregnant, just wait. The materialization or the manifestation will prove your pregnancy. You will bring forth your brainchild. You would see that your thoughts becomes reality. You would see and prove for yourself that imagination creates reality and that God in man is man's imagination. Therefore, when you believe in a God outside of yourself, that's idolatry. And that is why when you look in Deuteronomy 28, you see everything being presented to you in terms of a blessing and a curse. And the curse goes with those who choose the path of idolatry, looking outwardly. But those who choose the path of identity and look inwardly, they are the ones who would understand a spiritual pregnancy. And those are the ones who would understand how you must use self-knowledge to come into a place of abundance and prosperity and break the curse of poverty. So, this whole teaching about a spiritual pregnancy is to teach you how to get rid of the colonial and mental slavery mentality that was given to you by your oppressor to keep you in a perpetual state of mental slavery. So my brothers and my sisters, this truth I'm bringing to you is to set you free. By you putting what I'm saying to work through meditation, visualization, scripting, journaling, mirror work, and all these other things that you must do, knowing confidently and having self-assurance that the power is within you and that there is no God outside of yourself. And with the knowledge that the greatest lie that has ever been fed to humanity is the Jesus and Mary story. That is the key that will set you free to understand a spiritual pregnancy. So my brothers and my sisters, you have a desire. You have a goal. You want something in this world. It could be more money. It could be a vacation. It could be a promotion and a job. It could be anything that you desire in this world. I'm saying to you to open up your spiritual legs, which is your mind I'm speaking about. Because remember, the Bible tells you that Israel opened up her leg for every man that passed by and became a whore. How could that be literal? How could that really be literal? When he's speaking about a nation of people based on the way how Christians will interpret the Bible. How could it be? So, your mind is a garden. And it is referred to as the soft part between a woman's thigh. Yes, it is. And when you open your mind and be open-minded, that is how you can become impregnated with these words of wisdom. And you can bring forth evidence in your life. And we know that results don't lie. So, to cut a long story short, when Neville slept in his mother's home in Barbados in his imagination while he was residing in New York, and he proved that God in man is man's imagination, and that the story of Jesus and Mary is the greatest lie ever fed to humanity. Then Abdullah told Neville, remember, you must always start with self. There's no one to change but self. And I'm saying to you, if you would change your thinking, if you change your belief system and learn to love yourself, accept yourself, embrace yourself, and forget about that lying story that they have told you to keep you in poverty and mental slavery, then you will definitely be set free, as I would have said before. So my brother, my sisters, when you have a desire, a burning desire, it's a spiritual sensation. And when you believe it, and you act upon that which you do not see, it becomes a pregnancy. It's a spiritual pregnancy. And you walk around with that spiritual pregnancy and no one knows that you are impregnated until you manifest your brain child. That is why you are told, do not let your right hand or left hand know that you are pregnant. Do not tell anyone what you are doing. Keep it to yourself because it's something that must be done secretly. That's why you are told in Matthew 6:6 to go into where? The secret place where the Father is. Who is that Father that is in secret? Is your imagination, the Creator in man. And then Psalm 4:4 tells you to commune with your own heart. With your own heart upon your bed and be still. And then 2 Corinthians 13:5 tells you to examine yourself, man. Test yourself. See if you have any faith or not. He said, don't you know your own self? You're so stupid that you don't know your own self. That Jesus Christ is in you. That the story of Jesus is a power that is inside of you. It's about the creative power that is within you. Put it to the test and prove it for your own self. So my brother, my sisters, it's all about a divine pregnancy. So, you put what I'm saying to work in your life and prove it for yourself. So, with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much. I think I would have said more than enough. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying to you, that it makes sense to you, it really resonates with you, I would like to say, if you haven't subscribed already, to please subscribe, like, comment, or to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you would like to be a part of my Patreon, feel free to be a part. And we have a course they call the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously, or the Inner Sun Engineering to Create Your Reality Consciously. Feel free to check it out also. It is for people who are donating at least $20 or more. Also, if you feel strongly led to support this work, there's always a PayPal link down below, and feel free to check it out. So, with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, out.